Alright, so today we actually 100% rode with the e-bikes on, and it was a different story. We did the fresh junior practices, and these guys are literally like 20 minutes faster maybe than our times. And I didn't really understand. I'm like, I just want to go in maybe a little bit behind some of just the guys, just to start like that. And then left it in EMTB, and it got to feel like a real bike again because they're such at a higher rate. And throwing that bike around and just getting your weight back off the seat and like sticking your tongue out and breathing hard, I felt for the first time what it's really like to ride with faster riders. Like, what did you think? I mean, we'll never get that back again. And you see like all these fresh juniors, like they're like boom, 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 and then they're like come around me, and then you're cutting and you're doing. And the whole point was like, hey, I just want to catch up with Alex because Alex is like hands down the freaking fastest out of the entire team. And so I would get behind him. I'd get behind some of the riders to kind of stay a little bit, and then be like, yeah, whenever you get a chance, no big deal. And then behind regular bikes with just normal people or whatever, okay, whatever. We didn't like start hard out the gate because I didn't know how to ride. I didn't know what it was going to be like. What do you think, Jane?
I think it was good. It was I caught Alex, and then I got in front of Alex, but Alex did not let up. In fact, when we came out of the trail, he passed me.
Yeah.
And he's on a regular SuperCal.
Yeah, he's on a SuperCal. He's like the fastest in the teams. But what was pretty incredible is just to kind of, continue to pull on that bar, drift in the turns, really trying hard. Like, I'm interested to see if some of my times on certain segments are faster than Justin's, because I would kind of sit behind certain riders and I was taking risks. My brain could not process what was coming up ahead of me. I went over a bridge, and then all of a sudden I knew that like, hey, the bridge didn't last that long, and I still saw the bridge mentally. My brain was putting images in my head to complete what was going on. And I've never experienced that before, but Justin was saying that's what they do in motocross. I'm not so sure. I've never done that. But he was saying it feels like the e-bike is more like kind of like a motocross bike. Is that what you're saying? And it's handling skill. You can't just give like some random new person that's not very fit, oh, here you go, and then you can just keep up with this. You can keep up with anybody. That's bull. I mean, I took some risks, and there was trees that just all of a sudden were right there, and you just got to yank that bar, and just my hands were going numb, and I just prayed, please let me hold on just to get through this lap so I can see what time I can actually get from start to finish. So that was kind of like one of our things, but we kind of started behind some of the regular racers. So I think if we started like out the gate with just Alex, like if it was just Alex and we were just like I think that we could do even better. You know what I mean? So that's exciting. So anyways, the e-bike, just to experience like the adrenaline rush, I actually did get it. So I think in the video you'll see being like, kind of got like a little bored halfway through. My mind went elsewhere. That dump didn't happen because I didn't have a rabbit to chase. But if you got a rabbit to chase and all of a sudden you hear like Alex and Justin just right there and you see them, that's amazing. And you just like, you give it your all, and it doesn't matter. You just want to just get to them. So it was a good experience today, and pretty awesome to be able to say that the fresh juniors are freaking fast. Like they have awesome handling skill, hands down, amazing. They are in second place overall, and in the state. Like Texas is freaking huge. And another thing too, there is a Trek 9.8 that you can win. I'll put it in the comments below. It ends in 2 days. We are back in first place, I think, as of this morning. We're back in first place. Were we in first place while you checked? So we're back in first place for actually raising the most money in Texas. And all it is just asking. The answer is always no until you ask. Like hands down, like hey, and it's people just being like, oh yeah, like hey, scan your phone right now while you're right there, So anyways, we're on our way home, and that was an experience that I think that I will never forget and never get back. So that's pretty exciting to be able to keep up with people, that are really, really fast. So